how are you? Okay, so I got another video request. And how do you reject men? And like men are coming on to you and you don't want to be rude, end up shot or followed home or killed. Or, just in danger for your life. How do you reject men without them becoming emotional or upset? Now, all men aren't like this. There are some men who don't take rejection well, and there's lots of women out there who are kind of afraid to reject men because they feel like they might get hurt. Okay. Now, my way of doing things has always been unorthodox because it works. Okay. I just make them reject me. Actually, like if I'm not interested in somebody, like before I was married, even while I'm still married, sometimes I go out and guys approach me, and sometimes the marriage thing, oh, I'm married, doesn't work because that just makes them want you more. They're just like, oh, so are you happy? All those questions. So this is what I do. First of all, if like when I was single and a guy would approach me and I wasn't interested, but I knew he might be a little crazy, so I didn't tell him the truth about why I didn't want to talk to him, I would just say, oh, hi, how are you? He go, oh, you looking good, girl. What's your name? Da, da, da. I'll give him a fake name. And he'll be like, oh, so what do you do? Da, da, da. I was like, oh, I don't do anything right now. I'm in between jobs. Number one, tell me you don't have a job. Oh, really? Da, 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 da. He's getting less interested, okay? Number two, oh, so what are you doing up here? Da, 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 da. Oh, I just came back from the doctor's office. That leaves mystery in his mind. He don't know why. You sick? What? Okay? Oh, what you went to the doctor for? Oh, I don't know, just to get some tests ran. And just say, oh, I don't really want to talk about it. That's pushing him away too. Then he'll say, oh, okay. You want a drink? He might not even offer you a drink, but if he does and he offers you a drink, whatever. And then he'll be like, oh, so you got any kids? Yeah. And then start digging in your purse like you finna show him all the pictures. He'll be like, oh, I just want to know how many kids you got. Oh, well, I have like, then you start naming them. That way you're not just making like conversation. You're actually trying to drag him in and involve him in your life with your kids. Just like, oh, well, there's little, like, give them like nicknames and stuff. Well, there's little Ray, and he's about 5 years old. Yeah, and then talk about their dads. Like, and his dad is a this, and that. Oh, and then I have little, Sasha and her dad. Like, name all your kids and name all the daddies. And then he'll be like gone in 2 seconds. I promise you. And if he's not gone, he's still hanging in there. Then he asks, okay, so, what you doing tonight? Are you busy? Oh, you know what? I was gonna go to the movies with all my kids. Do you want to come with us? You want to come to the movies with me and my kids? And he's been like, Then now he thinks he's gonna have to pay for everybody, so he's gonna say no. And then he'll never ask you for your phone number. And he'll just be gone to the next one, okay? And you might have 0 kids. You might not even be married. You might be just waiting on someone that you really want to talk to, okay? So that is how I used to get rid of people that I did not want to talk to and let themselves down. Like, they can't handle me with all this extra baggage. So they basically just dismiss themselves and I don't have to really worry about it. And sometimes a guy will be watching from across the bar and they'll be laughing because they know none of that stuff is true. And then they'll come over and they'll say, I see what you did to that other guy. That was hilarious. I say, and then you'll be like, yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do. Some people are crazy and you have to let them dismiss themselves. So lighten up. Have a sense of humor about life. Not everything is so serious. Not everything is so cut and dry. Have fun with your life. Have fun with rejecting people you don't really want to talk to. Get creative. Like, life is meant to be enjoyed, not living in fear of hurting someone's feelings or getting killed and shot because you didn't have time to talk to little Ray. You got to use like reverse psychology on people a lot of times because a lot of people, they're just, they're just angry for no reason and any little thing will offend them. But, if they're turned off, they're not going to be offended. They're going to be trying to hurry up and get away from you. Okay? So that's my little relationship uh, how to avoid and turn down men without being in danger. That's what I used to do. And, you know, sometimes it works. Sometimes they'll call you out on it, and then they'll just say, oh, you just don't want to talk to me. You just don't want to talk to me. And then that's when you get serious. It's like, you know what? You're right. But I just want to let you know that, and I don't really mean to hurt your feelings, but I am seeing someone, and we might be pregnant. Poof, they're gone. Even though that's a lie too. If you get caught in a lie and you admit the lie and then you tell another lie, it's more believable, okay? And I'm not condoning lying. You don't know this person, you know. They could be, most men lie to women as soon as they approach them. So don't feel bad about it, okay? You're not interested, you're not interested. You want to preserve your life. You want to get creative. You want to entertain yourself while you're doing it. I believe there's this video going around. I don't know if it's on YouTube or Facebook. But there's this lady, and she's walking down the street with her friend. And this guy followed her for like 7 blocks trying to get her phone number. And finally, she stops and turns around and just like starts naming all these things. Like, oh, you going to take care of my 7 kids? Do you love me? I want to get married. I need a husband. I need a father for my kids. And after walking that whole way, he finally just turned around and left because he said he can't handle that. And she was just laughing. And, you know, for all he knew, it could have been true. But it's just to show you, you know, he can't get mad at her because if it is true and he's not up for the task, then he doesn't need to be trying to come on to her anyway. Okay, so I just thought I'd share that with you, and I will see y'all later. Thumbs up if you think that was a good idea. I think it's funny. I think it's creative, and I think it it helps you separate the crazies from the normal people, from the people that aren't dangerous, and the people that are dangerous. Okay? All right. My dog's going crazy. I don't know. Maybe somebody's trying to break into my house. I need to go check that out. Oh. All right. Bye.